In today's video, I want to tell you what my top 5 restaurants are here in Dubai. So whether you live here or if you're planning a visit to Dubai soon, I promise you, if you go to any of these 5 restaurants, you're in for a super good experience. Also, I'll make sure to mention, how pricey each restaurant are. So, if you're on a budget or something, you can plan accordingly. But if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Rasmus. I'm the owner of Minix. As a performance marketing agency where we specialize in helping e-commerce brands scale through UGC videos and paid advertising. Also, if you end up enjoying this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. That would massively help me out. I really appreciate that. And if you have any questions, anything you want to know after watching the video, just leave a comment down below. I read all comments and respond to all questions. So if there's anything you're wondering about after watching the video, just leave them down below and I'll be happy to get back to you. With that being said though, let's get straight into it. So the first one on the list here, and this is arguably one of my favorites, is Sal at Burj Al Arab. So you probably know the building by name. If you don't know what Burj Al Arab is what's also called the Sail. You've 100% heard of it before. It's the hotel in Dubai that's basically branded as the only 7-star hotel in the world. So Sal is actually located within Burj Al Arab. It's like a part of the hotel. And it's just amazing. First of all, like the whole experience before you even get to restaurant is amazing, because to get to Burj Al Arab, you have to cross a bridge first off, because it's on its own little island. So when you get a taxi and you have to cross the bridge, just walking that road in itself is amazing, because you see the entire building. And then once you get into the foyer and the entrance, you see the iconic entrance of Burj Al Arab, which is you have the gold everywhere, and it's just next level. Is exactly like you actually see on the pictures and in the videos. It's pretty next level stuff. But accordingly, Sal is also a really high-end restaurant. It's pretty pricey, so that's just something to keep in mind. But it is also an incredible place, not gonna lie. I absolutely love it there. The staff is super cool and the food is really amazing. They serve mostly fish type of stuff, so if you're not someone who's into fish, probably not go. They do also sell other things, but that's the main thing they have on their menu cards. So it's this beach club style thing. So they have 2 different pools, and then they also have sunbeds. So what we actually did one time is that we rented sunbeds when my family was here in March. We rented sunbeds for everyone and then got to Sal at 10 in the morning, 10:30. I think that's when they open, at 10 a.m. So you stay at the sunbeds for a couple hours, 10, go in the pool, have some coffee, have a drink or 2, and then you book a table at Sal and you just walk up there to Sal, to the restaurant, and then have lunch and then go back to your sunbeds and chill for the rest of the day. So you can either do you can do one or 2 things really. You can rent the sunbeds and just have a chill day by the pool, get some tan and just have a chill day basically, or you can just come for the lunch and you can either come dressed down pretty casual, or you can also dress up if you want to do that. We did that the first time we were there, came in nice clothing and everything. But yeah, you can do both, which is what I really love about the restaurant, because it doesn't feel super polished or anything like that, but everything just runs smoothly. It's very smooth experience. The staff is super well trained, as you would expect. They can answer all your questions, and in general the service is just incredible, but you don't get this polished feel to it, because it is a beach club. So for that reason, and also because the food is just amazing and it's super fun being at Burj Al Arab, that's why I have it as my number one, probably one of my favorite restaurants in Dubai. Second off, moving on, we have Nobu, and specifically Nobu by the beach. So we have 2 Nobus. We have Nobu, which is in the Atlantis Hotel, and then we have Nobu by the beach, which is at Atlantis Royal, which just opened here in February. And if you've read anything about it, maybe you've read Beyonce got paid $24 million to perform at the opening night, and I think they sold a hotel room for $100,000 or something like that for one night, which is pretty crazy. But getting to the Royal Atlantis in itself is incredible, because it's this massive hotel, massive entrance, massive foyer, where they also have some bars and stuff that you can sit at. But just because it's new, it's very well made. The design is stunning, it's incredible. It's on the Palm, which the Atlantis is as well. Just keep in mind, there's Atlantis and then there's Atlantis Royal, and the Royal is the one you want to go to. But Nobu by the beach is super cool as well. It's again a little bit like Sal, honestly, very laid back vibe. You kind of feel you can come very dressed up or just super casual, which I really like. And the whole thing is just very open, a lot of air, you're right on the Palm, so you just feel really relaxed, you feel really good. And then it's a Nobu concept, which I love just Nobu in general. I think they do They make some really good food and they have an incredible experience because their staff is always super well trained. It can be a little bit pricey, but it's definitely cheaper than going to Sal if you kind of compare the two price-wise, because Sal, I think like one drink can be $30 or something, so that can definitely add up quite quickly. But Nobu, it's a little bit cheaper and I feel like it's well worth it. If you're not on a very tight budget, I would definitely go to Nobu. So what we did when we were there, because whenever I go for like Japanese and stuff, I don't know if anyone has the same issue as me, but there's always like a bunch of different things you can order from the menu, and you never really know if you need to, you know, buy a lot of different dishes, if you buy like 2 or 3 dishes, like what the exact format is. So what we did is we just told the chef, look, we have no allergies, just bring us some food and just like keep it going, whatever you really like and whatever is popular and you feel like it's really good, just serve us that. Just bring out a bunch of dishes and we'll kind of taste a lot of them. And so that's what we did. And that was like honestly an amazing experience because we didn't have to pick anything. We just had to pick our drinks and pick our wine, but the food was just taken care of. And I love that kind of concept, that omakase concept. And then another thing that's really cool about Nobu by the beach is that because it's literally at a beach, what we did in between one of the dishes was that we went out to the palm and then stood in the sand, and then you can kind of see how the palm is like structured and you have amazing views. You're, you know, in the water, you can basically go in the water, which was again just super relaxing and definitely added to the experience. So yeah, I would definitely also recommend to go to Nobu by the beach. So those two, Sal and Nobu by the beach, are definitely like the more expensive options on this list. So if you're on like some sort of budget, but you know, you can still go out and splurge a little bit on like a lunch, because both of these places are like lunch places, I would definitely go to Nobu because it's more or less the same experience, same concept, but Nobu is just a little bit cheaper. But yeah, like you can't go wrong with either of those, just depend on like budget and how aggressive you want to be. You can also do both. So the third one is Toro Toro. You probably heard me talk about this in a couple other videos. So this is in the marina, and this is like a Latin steakhouse concept. So the vibe is a little bit different. It's like a bit darker. The setting is like almost moody, I would say, because there's not like a ton of light, and they have like black leather couches and seating areas and stuff, which I really enjoy. It makes for a very like calming experience. And then they have a DJ playing the entire evening if you go there for dinner, which is super cool, just adds to the experience as well. And a really cool thing you can do here is that if you're 4 people or more, they have this thing on the menu called Rodizio style, which is basically, I think it's Brazilian by nature, but basically it's like they have 5 different meat options. Like some of it is lamb, there's 2 beef things, then there's some chicken and some shrimp, but then it's like unlimited, and they come and carve it like tableside, which is super awesome. And then you get like this little card that you can flip, so it's red or green depending on if you want more food or if you're full. And then you get unlimited sides. Basically they have some amazing rice dishes, some salad that they come and bring out, and like that in itself is incredible because I've never experienced it before. So for me, like I really love that type of thing. Honestly, in general, I just love whenever I don't have to think about it and people can just like serve me what is good, so I don't have to make those decisions. And also one really cool thing is that they have 2 floors, and so when you go in, there's like a staircase moving up. And so if you're really into this like laid back vibe and you just want to like chill with your family, which is what I did with my family the first time they were here, they have like on the 2nd floor, there's just like couches instead of an actual like table and chairs. So you sit in these like couches and it's just a super laid back vibe, which is pretty amazing in my opinion. Now, another thing you can do here is that just across the street, basically, there is a hotel called Gross Wiener House. And on the 44th floor, they have a bar called Bar 44. So it's like a 30-second walk. And what I like to do is I like to go to Bar 44 first, get a drink or 2 there, just because you kind of get a view over the marina. And you can also see Blue Water Island if you're in the non-smoking area, I think it is. And then, you know, get a drink or 2 there, go down to Toro Toro, and then chill, get your steaks, and yeah, have some wine, and then after that call it a night, right? But that whole experience in itself is just, yeah, incredible. Now, the 4th one on the list here is Hunter and Barrel. So this was a place I was just a few weeks ago, actually 2 weeks ago when you see this video, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago. But it's more like a classic steakhouse, but it was also voted one of the best steakhouses in Dubai in 2020, and it was also nominated in 2023. And I think they focus on like Australian meats. It's more like a classic steakhouse, honestly. They don't have like any fancy Latin America like free flow of meats or anything like that. Just a bog ass standard steakhouse really in terms of like menu options. It's a very like good and calm vibe. Definitely come like dressed up. the same thing I would do for Toro Toro, but it's also very, very affordable. So when you come in to the restaurant, it looks like a very, very high-end place, and also, you know, from the wall step one, you would assume that, but from the pricing, it's honestly not that expensive at all. I was really pleasantly surprised, which is amazing. So you get a really nice vibe, you know, you feel like you're out if you go on a date night or something like that. Feel like, you know, you're at a cool spot, but then the bill comes and you're like, hey, this was honestly not bad at all. So that's amazing. And so if you're in the marina, also, like, the steaks I got there was probably some of the most tender meat I've ever had in my life. So yeah, I would highly, highly recommend that. And if you're in the marina, it's just like a 10-minute drive from there. It's in Emerald Hill, just near Topgolf. So yeah, take a taxi, 10 minutes, boom, you're there, and then, you know, you can have an incredible evening. And then the fifth and last thing on the list here is called Hill House Brasserie in Dubai Hills Golf Club. Again, this is also a super laid back thing, as you can probably guess. Like, I like being laid back, even if I'm dressed up or just going out casually. I like just being comfortable, relaxed. So this is also one of these places. This is near a golf course though, so you don't have to like dress up or anything. This is like truly just laid back. And since they're at a golf course, they are open pretty much the entire day from like 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. I've been there once for lunch and I loved it. So they sell kind of bunch of stuff. Like, you can pretty much get everything you want there. But I will say what I got there, one of the things I got there was a tartare, beef tartare, which I absolutely loved. That was incredible. So can really, really recommend that. And also, like, this place is super, super affordable. So that's a great option, you know, if you're on a budget. And the one thing I really love about this place is that it's really different from the rest, because at Sal, at Nobu, at Toro Toro, and Hunter and Barrel, you're either, you know, by the ocean, or you're just in a restaurant and you don't really have a view, right? The good thing about Hill House in Dubai Hills is that, you know, you're at a golf club, so you're actually looking over the golf course, and so you have a ton of greenery, and for me that's just really relaxing, and that's a vibe that I really enjoy. So if you want to see more of the nature side of Dubai, even though it's in the desert, right, it's fake grass and everything, that is a really nice, you know, breath of fresh air to have. And so that's why, you know, Hill House makes the number 5 spot on this list, because it's super different. Again, it's super laid back, it's super affordable, and it's great food. Staff is super friendly as well. But that pretty much sums up today's video. I hope you found some real value in this. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. I would massively appreciate that. And if you have any questions, just leave a comment down below. As I said, I read all the questions and respond to all the comments. So yeah, if there's anything you want to know more about, any other recommendations you want, just let me know and I'll be happy to give you an answer. That's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.